Hello all! I got another Heroes of the Storm game for you. Not playing Lily this time. I am trying out Brightwing. So let's go over the team. First time ever, and mark this as a special occasion, that I have never seen any mirrors. So drink it in. Enemy team, Azmodan, who is a specialist, a assassin, Falstad, Stitches, who is a warrior, Illidan, assassin, and an Uther healer. Fairly solid team. Our team, Zagara, who's a specialist. Matt is the Zagara. I am playing Brightwing. We have Vol as an assassin. Mercury, so we're running double specialist. Thank you, Quick Match, and Muradin as our warrior, the stun bot. So right now, everyone is trying to figure out where we're going to go. I don't think Vala moves for a while, so we'll see what happens. So right now, Murky and I are running into lane. If you're new to Murky, and I was surprisingly saw now that it's free week, that people are not putting down the eggs, so be very careful about doing that. Both teams are positioning around the Vision Center. It's not exactly that important early. Falstad and Azmodan in the bot lane against Zagara, so we'll see what goes for her. Murky's popping his poison down to that Uther, taking a little bit of harass. I'm popping out my Q to do as much damage as I can. Brightwing passively heals every 5 seconds, so I'm just trying to stay near our Murky, giving him that shield so he can run away. The shield gives a little bit of movement speed and blocks a single attack. I have the trait that allows him to block 2, because I'm only a level 1 Brightwing. I'm doing some little bits of harassment against the Stitches, trying to soak some experience, because no one is currently in top lane, and we need all the experience we can get, and we managed to bring down Illidan. I get hooked by Stitches, which really isn't an issue for me. I polymorph him into a crab, a fanciful crab, do a little bit of damage. The chests have spawned. Looks like bot lane completely controls the bot chest. We're going to do our best to land a little bit of harass onto this Stitch as he does get a coin. Uther staying on the chest. We're bopping away at that Stitch. Hook going completely wide, not managing to get anybody. Murky coming in, getting a few points. We're going to get paid, and let's see, are we going to go turn in? Looks like we aren't, as the enemy team immediately goes to turn in 6 coins. Zagara's life looks to be difficult at the moment, as Vol leaves the top lane, making sure that we're only getting experience at one lane. However, the enemy team is all bunched up, so they're not getting any top experience either. Murky moving in there, so now we're soaking in all lanes. We hit level 3 first, and we'll see what continues. Stitches coming in, lands a hook onto Vala. I immediately pop the shield on her, getting that passive healing in. He has been polymorphed. The pig has eaten some bullets, but his block passive comes up right in the nick of time to keep him alive. A little bit of harass. Murky continually pushing top Muradin for whatever reason, sticking in the bushes. I don't know what he thinks he can do with all of that. And everybody in the lane's kind of resetting. Falstat still hanging out in bot, trying to make the Zagara's life difficult, but Zagara is moving back and forth. She does regen a whole bunch of health on those creep tumors, so she should, as long as she's not ganked out, going to die. I have decided that my 2 coins are the most important thing in the world. Since we have soaking in all lanes, I'm going to go turn them in, and hopefully no one will die during this time. Brightwing's passive, will follow me for a little bit, is that she could teleport to any friendly person. I will remember that or figure that out at some point. I don't seem to be wanting to do it now. Moving into mid lane, hopefully to get a soak on. Oh no, never mind. And I have gone into bot lane, magically teleporting there to help Zagara. We are landing a little bit of a Q onto the fall stat, doing our best to land some damage. He is now a crab. He has become crab. And our Malfurion, and by Malfurion I do mean this guy, Muradin, has come in, tried to land a stun, but their full stack gets away. However, he did, I think, already use their fountain, so now he's got to go back to base, and we're getting a little bit of time with the Zagara. Basically rubbing faces with her, doing my best to get her some healing. I wanted to get Zagara back up to full health, and right now the blue team has a quarter of a kill. That means they killed Murky once. We're equal in buildings, and we have a slight experience lead, getting us level 6 first. That is all kinds of good for us. I've almost gotten Matt back up to full health, and he's basically trying to level up as quick as he can to get Zagara's Chrysalis power, which allows her to regain health and mana whenever she wants. Murky's still pushing into that top lane. I seem to have teleported into mid, doing my best to harass out, making Stitches the pig he is. Seeing what's happening. We have still not turned in that many coins, just my 2 coins. But I guess that's enough for our team right now. Murky goes down, giving over a half a kill at this point, but he is trying to get a push down against Illidan. I guess if he's keeping Illidan from roaming, that's a huge win for us. Vala being brought into turret range, but she is able to just move away after taking one shot. Murden coming over here, turning into 4 coins, so we now have 6. Enemy team only really realistically needs to turn in 2 coins, and they are going to win. The pirate getting a little impatient, wants to fire his cannons. We'll see what goes down here. Vol landing, solid harass. Murden coming in, trying to land some stunts. I'm here as well. We've made Uther a pig, zoning him off from the box. Stitches still managed to get a whole bunch of coins. We got a little too bloodthirsty on the Uther, who is now basing. Murky, Vala collecting coins. We'll see what happens. And Murden and I are still chasing down this Stitches, doing our best to land what damage we can. I'm taking the turret so that Murden can get through, and I chicken out. Murden still seems to be going in. Can he really take out this Stitches? Wow, jump, hit, dash, stun, taken down, and getting paid. We'll see what happens. I'm pinging desperately for people to come down. Our Murky currently has 3 coins. He's super easy to kill. I would love him to be anywhere. I seem to have teleported bot to help Matt because the enemy team is so interested in pushing down bot. I guess they just want to try and get an experience advantage. So I'm going to stay here, try to land as many heals on Matt as I can, polymorph, pop down some Qs. Vala is trying to collect some doubloons right now. Illidan is going hyper aggro down on our Murky, but he's doing it underneath turrets, so that was a really, really bad dive. Not sure what his plan is. We got Uther pushing in the mid. Stitch is trying to capture Villain. By that I mean Vision. Vala continually collecting coins. She now has 4 coins. What she should be doing is turning in immediately so we can get cannons, or going with Murky to turn in, but I guess top experience is super important to them. We are rather close to level 10, so maybe that's where they're thinking, hey, we should just get our ultimates before there's a big coin battle. But the enemy team currently has 6 coins. We'll see what happens. We've landed a polymorph, and wow, all the damages in the world. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to collect the money, but we did get some... Ooh, wow, they managed to take Uther out as well. So it is 2 kills against the enemy team, so we are solidly ahead in terms of experience. Enemy Illidan going in, Murden trying to land a stun, but Illidan is able to dash, out, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. Murky just being Murky, he has bled the enemy ammo out of this thing. So good news about Murky, so we'll watch right here, when he dies, or if he dies, he's not going to actually give up the coins. You need to kill the egg for him to receive. I lied, I totally lied. I could have sworn I saw someone do a video where Murky didn't lose his coins. Murky, you disappoint me. If you have 3 coins to your Murky, go turn them in. You're going to die constantly, and that's not cool. I've teleported back into mid lane, try to help pushing it out. Didn't manage to save Murky in time. Looks like the enemy Asmodan's going to toss in his coin, and they will get the first turret barrage of the game. Meanwhile, top lane, getting our fight on, getting some poison out of the Murky. A great stun down from Murden as the enemy Illidan, oh man, he does a stupid invisibility thing, but that doesn't save him. Vala managing to land the damage as we poke down Stitches, and Uther, we're trying to disengage. A little bit of ammo coming out of that bot, or the top tower, as I guess the egg has gone down somewhere. Ooh, taken down by the cannon, actually, so Murky needs to go and plant a new egg. If you are not going to prioritize getting coins, this is me begging, Vala, turn in your coins. You have the exact amount you need, so in 3 turrets, please turn things in. Ooh, man, Asmodan dropping his ult. Doing his best to exhaust all the turret ammo. Death Beam going down to Zagar as well. Can she scuttle away? It appears she can. And I'm coming in to try and save Matt. Healing lands! And we're going to have our fight going on right down here. Is Vala going to turn in any coins? Looks like no, but fortunately our Meriden managed to get 4. Oh wow, a great Maw going down, grabbing both, taking out Falstad. We're going to do our best to get some damage against them. While Meriden, the hero, who we deserve, and who we have turned in coins, so we're going to get some great harassment down. Immediately taking down those towers, getting some much needed experience while the bot lane push continues. I managed to try and save that. Let's see what our team does during the melee. Meriden trying to land some stunts, being annoying on their Illidan. Murky putting down some poison. Vala coming in, landing that right-click damage, as well as a couple W's and a Q. And her stun doing a great job. Uther completely whiffs his ultimate. No stuns landed. It looks like they're going to get a 3-4-0 and all of the coins, and along as the cannon as well. So let's take a quick count. There are 9 coins. No, not even that. 12 coins. The exact coins we need to get another cannon shot. Will our team turn any of those coins in? Will they do anything? No. But the treasure chests have popped up, so it looks like we're going to go after those instead, even though we have the available coins. Better to get them, I suppose. You can tell I'm still a little bit aggravated from that as I violently ping out this chest. Those pings are from me. Matt fighting the hero fight against Falstad, who is not respecting the Hydralisk damage. Zagara's Hydralisk damage is super duper strong. Look at that. Got both of our 7s turning in coins. That is really good for us. Immediately, we have another turret going down before the enemy team can even respond. So we'll see what happens right now. Right now we have a 2-level advantage, right about to get to a 3. Well, no, they're going to pace with us rather nicely. So, there we go. Taking out their top fountain. Will there be a bot fight? We'll pay attention to the bot fight. And it looks like we'll hit 15 around the same time they hit 13, but we still have a strong 2-level advantage. Oh man, Stitches versus me, the Brightwing, as I port away. Doing my best, I used my healing port to get to Zagara because I wanted none of that. None of that. And we also have our guys basically hopping away. An amazing maul landing on 3 people. Great aim. Goodbye. And our Murder going and trying to land some stuns. I'm doing my best to heal him back up, tossing out Qs, landing the damages. Will anyone become a crab? We will find out. My main goal is staying in the team, healing people up. I've been doing my best. Since I am only a level 1 Brightwing, I have her ultimate, which allows her to do a little mini dash and heal, which I actually found to be rather nice. Her other ultimate is very similar to Jenna. Oh my goodness, Vala landing the perfect stun, hitting multiple people and completely allowing the team to zero out Illidan. Falstad is trying to come in, but he's got bad positioning as well. Jumping into our team, not the best of idea. Polymorphed into death. Right now this is a 2 for none. Asmodan trying to land that death beam, but not enough as Vala takes him down, tumbling into the enemy team as we land more down. Right now this is a 3 for none. And as we take down Stitches, it is a 4 for none. We are chasing down Uther. We're going to let him get away because you know what? This bot base looks plenty tasty to us. Increasing our lead, we are now a steady 3 levels ahead. And if I could count, and I think I can, we probably have enough coins to go turn things in right now. I want to turn my coins in. I notice that Murky is there. So we will see what happens. Yes, I am wasting my teleport to get right to Murky, giving him a massive shield. I like that trick quite a bit. You can give people a huge shield for 3 seconds after you port to them, which I think will come in handy. However, I mostly use the teleporting to be more annoying than I think helpful. So we'll see how that goes down. Immediately turning in another chest. That is 3 chests in a row for us. Oh man, Meriden picking a fight mid, landing a stun onto Asmodan as he takes lots of right-click damage from our Vala. Enemy Uther and Falstad stunning and pushing away our Vala, making sure that nothing happens. Meriden managed to get in there though. He's jumping out as Zagara, Meriden, and Vala are pushing in, as well as our cannon strikes. I wasted my healing teleport, so I'm not going to be there in time to help our Meriden, who jumps into an Uther stun, relinquishing what looked like 5 points. Not good for us, but Zagara yet again, Matt saying, you know what, I can land multi-people ults all day. I don't care. And Stitches is bragging. So right now, yet again, we're keeping a steady 3-level advantage. We're stoking in top. We're not soaking in mid, but Zagara seems to be heading back into bot. And our Murky is doing his best to try and take down this mercenary camp before I can start healing. And he goes down. So they gave 400 experience. I'm not even quite sure if that went to the enemy team. I should have paid better. Yeah, I guess that gave it to the enemy team. So if you die to creep camps, it does go to the enemy. That's a little bit of a bummer. Illidan managed to take the bot Bruiser camp, so not good for us. But Matt is down there taking care of it as we take the top Bruiser camp. Looks like the enemy is posturing around the boss character. I never really like to do boss encounters, so we'll see what happens. Right now, it looks like the only 2 people that are respecting the boss tech is a Murky, who has popped down a pufferfish in that area, getting blown away by Falstad. Our Bruiser's walking by, not really caring. Murky landing some poison. Ooh, he has the grab ult. Polymorph going down to him as well. And there are all kinds of punching up. Stitches misses a very important hook. Our Meriden is coming in there. Let's see what kind of stunts he can land as I am tossing in Qs. Pufferfish is doing damage as well. And we are standing on top of that, so they cannot cap it. We've taken out the enemy Falstad, and they can't cap this because we're on it. Oh no, they body blocked us off of it. Managed to take the boss column. That is bad, bad, bad for us. Murky managing to run away, healing him a little bit. Illidan popping his ultimate, going after our Murky. Super duper bloodthirsty. Vala ult managed to stand only Uther as we're doing our best to disengage. Murden's ult keeping him alive. We'll see if he can get another hop out. I drop a pretty respectable Q right there, managing to get stunned. Oh man, Illidan, their biggie, has been polymorphed. He is dashing away, though. It did not last that long. And our decision right now is, will we take out this big stupid golem? Will we go for the team fight? Murky Follow, they want the team fight as right-click damage takes out the Stitches. Oh my goodness, we're not collecting the coins though, donating them to the Bank of Illidan, but we do take out Uther as Asmodan is staying in here. I have polymorphed him. I have the trait that also slows the polymorph, but doesn't seem to be doing that well. I really want to level up my Brightwing so I can get the thing where if anybody attacks the polymorph target, they get crits. Treasure chests have respawned. Unfortunately, thanks to the boss golem, all the kills they've got, the blue team is rubber banded from a 2-level deficit. I can speak. Asmodan getting chased down and murdered by Vala. I wonder if she will ever turn to those 4 coins. We will have to see as Murky and I finally take this out. Let's see what Zagara is doing. Oh, there we go. Doing her best to damage out that Illidan. So we'll see what happens. Zagara holding down the chest. That's the most important thing that be happening right now. Muradin is collecting his. We'll see wherever it is. Murky and I are top, trying to push off this top wave, soaking in some experience. Illidan, the Killidan, coming in. Unfortunately, one-on-one target damage this late in the game. Hydralisks do so much damage. Zagara's increased attack range. I'm coming in as well, giving Zagara a massive shield. Let's see if that increased attack range. Snipe Ola. And Illidan, thank you. So the coins that we gave up earlier to the Bank of Illidan, we have received back in full, and we'll be able to pay. And Vala, we don't need your coins. Don't worry. You don't have to turn your coins in. Don't need to worry about that, as we have the siege camps pushing in against bot. That is great for us. The only disadvantage we have at the moment is looks like top is pushing in their favor. Fortunately for us, this looks like to be a very beneficial cannon assault. This is going to take down this keep, which means we'll be spawning some caddy minions, which do splash damage. They'll be easily able to push through mid lane, so we no longer need to worry about pushing mid lane, even though that's exactly where we are. I don't know what we're looking for at the current moment. I guess we just want to be aggro. While Asmodan is pushing bot lane, we managed to land a polymorph and some solid damage on the full stat. He says, I want none of this, blows us away. And we are kind of regrouping, all 5 of us together. See how long that lasts, as we all kind of look around and nothing happens. But we do have 14 coins that we really should turn in. And it looks like the team is actually going for it. We have been really divided. Falstad landing his hook onto me. Murky trying to get in there. I have bad positioning, but it looks like I'm going to teleport onto the mat again as I immediately get hooked. And I've been devoured by Stitches. I don't want this. No muss, no muss. But I have the dash ult, so I immediately dash over to Matt, give him a little bit of a heal, and just get out of trouble. Oh my goodness, Matt lands a wonderful 3-person ult, leaving Illidan all by his lonesome. Polymorph lands, damage coming from everybody as he goes down, as we're chasing down the enemy team. Slows, stuns, damage, Uther, Stitches, 3 for none right now, as we're also chasing down the Asmon, and he has popped his first aid, but a great stun coming out of Muradin, taking him down as well. Another stun out of Muradin onto Falstad as the right click takes him down, and we get a whole bunch of booty. That is 18 plus 3, 21, 26 coins. We could get a cannon and a half. And fortunately, our team seems to be prioritizing that. Matt smartly moving into the bot lane after the beginning of that fight to clear out the siege, so they don't get too much experience to try and get back into the game. We do have that 3-level advantage, at least for the time being. It doesn't matter that they hit 18. We are at 20, which means we have our improved ultimates or one of the Nexus or Heroes of the Storm traits, which are really, really nuts. A lot of those are real cool. They finally varied it enough that you don't really need to get a 2nd level of your ultimate. Some of them are really cool. So right now we're taking the top bruiser camp. We really want to push in. It looks like 3 members of the enemy team are debating whether or not they want to continue. I really can't blame them, because this has just gone from bad to worse for them in so many ways. But they are coming out. I guess they're just waiting for the cannons to go down as we are pushing into top. Asmodan in the middle of team stun lands on the Stitches. Asmodan popping his ult down, doing his best to land as much damage as he can. We are still moving in, poking them out. Muradin kind of zoning them out as Vala and I right-click onto this wall. Ooh, they're landing a bunch of damage onto Muradin, Death Beam, but he gets out of range. Stitches eats somebody. I think it's me. Nope, he ate the Muradin and he ate me, but I can dash out using my ultimate. And I'm doing my best to heal up. Falstad not really, knocked us into Uther ult, which was super dangerous. Death Beam going down onto, our Muradin, but he's popped his ult, so he's got an extra health bar. I'm spamming abilities. Every time I use my abilities, I'm doing a big group heal. The Death Beam has been going down this entire time. Muradin manages to get down with just a little bit of health. That is a 4-for-1, us only losing our Vala. Though Murky may have gone down during that. And look at that. Muradin gets away with basically no health as the enemy team has now basically down to one lower keep area. We got caddies in the top. We've got caddies in mid. We are turning in coins yet again in the bot lane. 9 going in right now. We are very close to getting a final cannon push. And by very close, I mean exactly that. As we also, to make matters worse, thanks to the efforts of our team, we've got minions, and by that I mean creep waves and jungle creeps, pushing in the top wave. We've got cannons going down. We're going to take these bruiser camp basically to just do insult into injury, and we'll see what goes down right here. Wow, we never really managed to scratch bot at all. I thought these cannons would be a lot more valuable. We'll see what they can do. We do have siege minions to help deal some damage, but insult into injury. Let's see if the blue team can even get to their storm talons. We'll see if they can get those deadly and dangerous storm talons. I don't think they are going to achieve that. We'll see what happens here. Murky popping out another one of his Blowfish. Actually does a lot of damage. They just stood on it and let that happen. Asmodan all coming down. Murky taking a bunch of damage. We got Banelings coming out of Zagara. Zoning people out. The Death Beam does not get to continue. And everyone is here except for Vala. Looks like we just want to come in with a minion wave. As Death Beam goes down onto me for some reason, I polymorph him, convincing him the Death Beams are less important than Crabs. Falstad blowing us away. However, we're still in time with our siege minions, and they need to deal with the caddies that are flooding in top and bottom. We'll see what happens. Chests have spawned. Our Muradin is popping in. Does not manage to land a stun, but zones out the Falstad. Falstad goes down for some reason. I didn't quite catch why. As we take down Uther as well. 2 kills going down, 3 kills as Vala just does so much right-click damage onto that. I have been devoured once again, or maybe our Muradin was devoured. Stitch is trying to carry him into the enemy found, missing a point-blank hook. This is a 4 for none, as I think the Killinan always going after our Murky. I'm coming in there, healing him up, trying to get into range to land a polymorph. Let's see what we can do. Right-click damage at Vala. Just too much damage. 5 for none to end the game as we pound out this Nexus. Brightwing is so much fun. You should check her out. Support is the best class to play. And that is a game. Another one on Blackheart Bay, my most played map. Hopefully you had fun. Have a good one.